How's it going, guys? Air Signs here, and today we're going to be playing some Rimworld. I actually haven't played this in a very, very long time, but I came back to it rather recently, and I saw that there was DLC out, and I thought I'd give it a go. At first, I wasn't really... I was worried about how the DLC would play out. However, I was pleasantly surprised. I played a few runs, got pretty far in both of them. Did not work out in the end. But hopefully I kind of want to try and see how far we can go. So we're going to start a new colony. I'm going to start with Crash Landed. The Rich Explorer is also very nice, but I just feel like there's not a whole lot you can do with one person. So we're going to go with Crash Landed. Lost Tribe, not a huge fan of, even though 5 people is really nice. It's just the technology gap between Crash Landed and Lost Tribe is just too much for me. We're gonna do Strive to Survive, obviously permadeath mode. I'm gonna go with Cassandra Classic just because Phoebe and Larandy, they don't really, I don't know. It's not the most interesting thing for me to just get blown out of the sky by giant insects, so we're just doing Cassandra Classic, kind of like ease our way into this, as we have not done this in quite some time. Global coverage, that's fine. And yeah, so we have the Royal and Core official content, no mods. And we'll see how it goes. Now, I've been playing in arid shrublands. It's honestly not that hard to do that. I've realized temperature's not usually a problem for me. Having permanent summer is always a great boost to us. So we're gonna go with temperate forest. I want something a little bit mountainous but not too mountainy. Small hills. Let's do large hills. Let's see if we can get, yeah. And then if we go into advanced, let's do that. And then select it and get our 2 people. So something that I've realized is medical, cooking, mining, and growing are all like the real big things. Having someone who's good at 2 of them is very handy, so I'm just gonna kind of go through here. Shooting's also nice. I realize that the people that I have are you know, really good at cooking and medical, just they can't shoot at all. So this guy is a fast learner. He's also misogynist, so I don't really care about like the traits very much. I just don't like how they're incapable of, let's say, intellectual. So I think we're going to go with Sandra here, just because she's very good with plants as well as intellectual. She's incapable of artistic, but that's fine for the beginning, just because we're not going to be making a bunch of sculptures in the very beginning. We're just going to try to survive. She's also an undergrounder, which works well with my playstyle, because I like to kind of burrow just a little bit into mountainsides and set up like facilities inside mountainsides. She's also a jogger and nimble, which increases her dodge chance as well as her movement speed, which is very, very good. She's 21, has a lot of time to grow. She's very intellectual, so she's going to be researching for us, so it's time to move on to the second person. So I think for the second person, we're going to go with Milo. And this might not seem like super good in the sense of what I was talking about earlier. However, I'm really focused on the fact that they are they're interested and passionate about plants, mining, shooting, melee, and medical stuff. They have an annoying voice, which is kind of bad for morale, as well as they're pretty volatile, so they're gonna break very easily. But as far as having like someone who's really good at just like shooting people, I think that's a great character to play. And I think for the last one, we are going to have Daniel be our guy here. Daniel is really, really passionate with construction, mining, and cooking. He's also very passionate with social. None of the characters that I have here are very good at medical, but at least in the beginning that shouldn't be too much of a problem, because we have like full-on medicine instead of like herbal medicine. Hopefully we can get someone who's better at that, or we can just train Milo, who is kind of interested in learning medicine. But they're good because they have cooking, which no one else has, and cooking is very important because we don't want people getting sick. And they're very, very good at mining and really, really good at construction. So we're just going to go hit start and get into this. All right, the three of you wake up in a crypto sleep casket. In the sound of sirens and ripping metal, you barely get to the escape pod before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. Roll credits. As a piece of the shredded starship fall around you, you make your plans to start to survive. Alright, and there our survivors are. And we are going to just start allowing people to touch things as much as they want. Here's our medicine, here's our flak vest, and here's our revolver. Milo, I know, is the best at shooting. He's going to actually take the revolver instead of the rifle, just because he gets to shoot more often. Who is the second best at shooting? Yeah, you get to take it, and then you can't shoot, but you have melee, so you can take that. I think we're going to build around here just because I liked how closed off it is. Or I could build around here and get advantage with all of this delicious, rich soil. So I think we're actually going to start up here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to zoom in and set up dumping and stockpiling zones. So you can dump all your slate and all the bad rock there, and then you can, for the time being, put everything over there. Now, the big thing is with this game is priorities. We're going to want manual priorities, and we're going to put firefighting, patient, bed rest, and basic all at one, because if there's a fire, we want everyone to make that their top priority to put that out. If they get hurt, it's their top priority to go rest in bed and relax and try to cope. We're going to put Sandra and Milo as doctors, just because they're the highest. They both have a skill of 4. Milo is more inclined to learn more because they're interested in it. Bed rest, same thing. Okay, yeah. So if they're hurt, they're going to go become a patient, and then they're going to get bed rest until they're better, which lowers the chance of infection and whatnot. And so Warden, not super useful for us right now. Milo's going to be the best at talking to prisoners that we take advantage of. That came out completely wrong. Prisoners that we managed to capture and turn to our side. So now we can actually set up growing areas. I'm going to set up a growing area here, and we're going to grow rice. And then I will set up a growing area next to it, and we will grow potatoes. Rice is very, very good early game because it grows very, very fast. Dan over here has found an ancient danger. So inside of here are giant mechanoid like creatures that are gonna kill us if we ever open it. So we're just not gonna touch that for a long, long time. I'm gonna set up a quick little shelter if we go into our structures, and we're just gonna create a nice little area for them to closed off area for them to sleep in, so they feel nice and safe. And the good thing about crash landing is we have the ability to use power and technology and stuff. Tribes don't get access to that. You actually have to research power and like wind turbines, generators, and whatnot. So it's very good that we have the ability to do that. Oh, perfect. Amazing. Schedules. Schedules are very important. We want people to have... I like to be a benevolent god. I like to give them a nice schedule to work with. So we're gonna let them. They're gonna wake up at 6 o'clock. They're gonna have 2 hours to do whatever they want, and then from that to 11 o'clock they will be working. 12 o'clock is strictly for recreational time, and then 1 o'clock is for meditation. And then they're going to work for another, 5 hours. And then they're gonna have 3 hours to do whatever they want right before bed. So I think that's pretty nice. They're gonna have 9 hours of work each day, which is more than we have, but they complain just as much, but I just don't care, Now that this is complete, we can go and put in sleeping spots, 2, 3. So now we just have areas for them to sleep, so they don't complain about sleeping outside. They can go inside to sleep. Now that they are all sleeping, we can go and just slowly start to mine away at the raw materials that are out here. There's some jade here, which is very good. Jade is not as impressive, I don't think, as like gold and stuff, but you can make some very, very wonderful looking art out of it and whatnot. So thanks to High Mood, Dan has experienced an inspiration. He will get a significant trade price bonus when closing his next trade deal. So if anyone wanders by willing to trade stuff, I'll have Dan over here go around and actually trade with them so we can get a better deal. We're actually going to stop and we're going to work on training the donkeys. So this donkey is already 5 out of 5 for tamed, 3 out of 3 for guard, so the animal can be assigned to a master whom it will follow and defend. We will have him follow master when drafted. And we can have him follow him while doing field work, so he can actually help along with like hauling stuff. We're going to teach him to haul, attack, and rescue, which is going to be good enough. He's going to follow Dan around for now. So we're going to start hauling things over. And I think this will be a nice area for us to turn into like a little, you know, tiny hovel of ours. So if you guys don't know, this is pretty much an experiment of mine. I really like Rimworld. However, recently I've just been learning Premiere Pro. And I wanna get into becoming a YouTuber and becoming a Twitch streamer. That's like my passion in life. Pretty soon, hopefully, I get to become a Twitch streamer. I just don't have the internet for that right now, so YouTube videos are the best I can do. But I hope that you will enjoy the time that we're going to be spending together, and hopefully I can get better at becoming a YouTuber, get better at editing videos. If you like the video, leave a like. It will really help me and let me know if I'm doing something right or wrong. We're going to pause to put in some production work. We're going to put in a simple research bench right in here. We will put in a butcher table. We're going to put an electric stove right here and a butcher table right next to it. So ideally, this area is going to be a fridge for us. That's the hope. We can dig in through here and put all of the food that we get into this refrigerated area so it won't spoil. And we will have a barrack area for them to live in, which should be nice. And once we have that, I think we'll be pretty set. We have some visitors. They will come by. He has a question mark, so he's willing to trade with us. So we can have Dan go over actually right now and trade with him. So he has an incendiary launcher that he's willing to sell for $355. That's actually something I might be interested in. Incendiary launchers are basically what killed me last time I played this game, but I think that, I don't know, dude. We can sell him some normal synthread pants for $125, so I think that's a good deal, and then we can just buy the incendiary launcher from him. I think that's a good enough deal. So I think by tomorrow, we're going to be able to move our guys in here, which should be nice. So far, I think that this area is coming out pretty nicely. We have food already set up, already completely done. They don't have to touch it until it's ready. So we're going to do steel beds just because we have a lot of steel. Now that the electric stove is constructed, that reminds me that we're going to need a lot of power. We're going to start out with a wind turbine. Dan is working hard on constructing the beds as well as Milo. Milo's construction leveled up to level 4, which is great. Now that the beds are there, we can actually get rid of 3 areas that we have for sleeping, and then we can assign them. So I'm just going to assign this one to Sandra, Dan, and Milo. And I think the next order of business is we're going to want to clear out this area because we're going to want to put all of this yummy loot that we have under a roof so it doesn't degrade. We have power, which means that this is now powered and the electric stove can actually cook us stuff. Now, the very first thing that we're going to want to research with our research bench is going to be batteries, because it's going to be very, very good to hold charge. And just when things were getting good, we actually have a mad Gazelle that is going to try to kill us all. We are going to go and get ready for a fight. Hopefully it won't come to that, but we're just going to have them get ready. So Dan has the longer range gun, so he's already going to start opening fire on this Gazelle. Milo's going to follow soon by. Milo can hit him really easily because he is a very high level of shooting, even though he's not shooting him right now. And this is where Sandra comes in to finish him off. Sandra's actually going to melee him to death. Milo and Dan are going to They're all going to pretty much heal up. Dan is the only one I think that is not a fucking doctor. So, Dan, you're gonna doctor for everyone. The quality is only 34%, which is not the best, but I don't think they're bleeding at all. I think they just got bruised. So that kind of is what matters. We're gonna add a build to butcher a creature, and then we're gonna do it forever. So every time that there is a creature that is able to be butchered, like a gazelle, we will do that immediately, so we don't have to micro that. And the last thing that we're gonna do today is we're gonna set up the plans for the refrigerator. So all we're gonna do is just make an area. We're gonna make an area there and there, so that the moment that these things become edible, that they grow to 100%, we harvest them. We can just immediately ship them into this area. We're gonna have a air conditioner right here, so it makes it all nice and cold, and everything should be good. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it off, guys. Sandra and Milo are still recovering. They both have bruises on their left leg and torso. They should be absolutely fine. Dan is just gonna get some nice needed rest, and we're gonna call it there for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support on this channel. I really appreciate every single like and every single view that this gets. So until next time, guys, I will see you all later.